So Cami, what's the importance of blood drives right now?
So 2020 has been a year like no other, obviously. And now we're going into 2021 and we're feeling those effects that we had in 2020 when it comes to blood donation. Blood donation has been a decrease since 2020. And everyone likes to blame it on something, right? So we're going to blame it on the pandemic. But then you throw on a winter storm and then you throw on some tornadoes that came through the area. And our blood donation here for our blood supply here in North Alabama has really taken a hit. Back in June, we were placed under an emergency appeal. And what that means is we have a less than 2-day blood supply on our shelves. So different drives like we're at today in Holly Pond in Coleman County really helps out the blood supply. We are out 7 days a week to collect blood. So chances are there's a blood drive near you.
How do you convince people to donate blood?
Someone needs a blood transfusion every 2 seconds in the United States. Just to put into some perspective here locally, 67,418 Alabamians will need a blood transfusion. So it's about 1 in 7 or so right here in Alabama that will need a blood transfusion. So when you hear stats like that, it's startling, and it doesn't pick and choose who needs a blood transfusion. It can affect anyone. So I think that telling people different stats like that, really hitting home that it doesn't, blood donation, receiving a blood transfusion, it doesn't matter what color you are. It doesn't matter what race you are, what gender you are. It doesn't matter if you were a good person or a bad person in life. If you need a blood transfusion, it doesn't play favorites. So knowing that you can make a difference in someone's life, and it could be your own life, I think that can really have somebody have the momentum and want to give.
How long have you been working in this field?
Not long. I actually started in September of 2020.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So since you've been there, have you seen a difference in, blood, the need for blood since you've been there? Has it increased? Has it decreased? Have more people donated as they've gotten vaccinated, or has it been the opposite?
So we saw a really, really big increase in blood donation when we were doing the COVID antibody testing, because we were offering free COVID antibody testing. Well, that was great. We stopped doing that on April 18th. And the reason that we stopped doing it was actually a really good reason. Our hospitals, because here in North Alabama, Life South supplies 17 North Alabama hospitals 100% with blood products. And that's whole blood, platelets, and plasma. And so when we stopped doing the antibody testing, our hospital stopped requesting convalescent plasma, which was a leading drive in helping COVID-19 patients who are suffering for their lives in the hospital. There's no cure for COVID-19, obviously, but that convalescent plasma really helped them in their recovery process. When our hospitals stopped requesting it, there was really no need for us to keep testing for those antibodies to get that convalescent plasma. So we've got coolers full of it, and we've got it there in case cases rise, or if there's another type of virus or illness that they need that convalescent plasma, we'll have that on hand, because plasma actually stays good for a year. So we'll have that there. But back to your question about if I've seen a decrease or increase, that increase did come from those COVID antibody testing, but we are starting to see a decrease, because I think people just wanted to see if they had the antibodies. And now it's like, are y'all doing the antibody testing? No. And they're like, oh no, well, we don't want to donate. So that's kind of disheartening. But a lot of people think that the vaccine keeps them from donating, but that's not true at all. If you are waiting to receive your COVID vaccine or just received it, there is no defer period on donating blood. We still want you to come out and donate blood.
If I'm somebody who's either skeptical about donating blood or just a little bit uneasy about the feeling of giving blood, what's your 20-second pitch to me to say, you know what, this is the right thing to do, I should be donating blood?
Well, first of all, I'd tell you that in a donation process, you are saving local lives right here in North Alabama. And every donation saves 3 lives. So you're really, really making a big difference when you donate. Let's see, what else would I say to you? But yeah, just that local lives thing to me
Yeah.
goes a long way. A lot of people are terrified of needles, and I would just tell that person, think about the need. Don't think about the needle. That really helps me in my mind because I'm deathly afraid of needles. So I think that need, knowing that I'm helping somebody, I try to picture like my mom or my dad who may need blood, and I know that my blood could go and help them and save, the neighbor, your neighbor, or the person in front of you at the grocery store. You don't know who it's going to help, but you know that you're saving lives. And to me, that's huge.
Do you say you're afraid of needles?
Terrified. Yes.
And you're working in blood?
Yes. I just do PR and marketing and media. I don't have to stick anybody.
I mean, that's like a chef is afraid of vegetables.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I know. It was a job. It was open. It was great.
Is there a specific need for the summer rolling around in the near future for people to donate blood?
Absolutely. So our summer kickoffs are coming up, and I'm sure I'll be reaching out to you soon about that. But our summer for blood donation is always a decrease. A lot of people are traveling, a lot of people are going out and doing whatever. And so blood donation is not on their mind. And so we always see a summer slide when it comes to blood donation. And so I hope that that's not the case. So we are going to be having some summer kickoffs for towards the end of May and into June. So we'll have those. And like I said, I'll be reaching out to you for that because I don't know too many details right now, but be looking for that in the future because summer is always a really rough time.
Let's talk about this Mother's Day special. What can you tell
Yes.
me about that?
Yeah, so this weekend, starting today all the way to May 10th, if you come and donate either on one of our blood mobiles or at one of our 7 local blood centers, livestock centers, you'll receive a $10 e-gift card and a t-shirt.
Cool.
It's called I'm Saving Lives.
Awesome. Sounds like a good Mother's Day gift to me.
That's right. Yeah, bring your mom out. You'll have a good time.
It's an excuse not to buy flowers, I guess.
There you go. Look, I'm saving a life. We don't need flowers.
Right. Yeah.